Good morning. Trying to clear my throat. My voice is still not great. But anyway, how are you guys this morning? It's my morning walk again. I didn't go yesterday actually because I had a few things on, but I said, if I try and go for a walk every, 4 times a week, half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is, I hope it doesn't flipping rain. Otherwise I'll be running for cover. Anyway, so I'm thinking about the topic of today, and I thought I'll talk about nonverbal autism and how it's affected Caden and myself as a parent. So I think I've said to you guys, Caden was diagnosed with autism at 2.5, but I noticed that his speech and his language started declining, and things that he was saying, that started happening from when he was about 16 months. Just started declining. So things that he would say like mama, dada, baba, it's little things that, little kids say. He just stopped saying them. And then I noticed that his eye contact wasn't great anymore. He started chewing on things. Like, for example, I bought a new sofa, and he chewed on the leather part and completely busted the arm on the leather sofa. So, and then just little things he was doing that I just thought, I've got 2 older kids and they never done all this, and I know each child is different in the way they develop, but this was a bit different. I don't know, you have to be careful how you're using words when it comes to autism kids. Some people may feel offended, but we need to speak the truth, otherwise we'll never get on top of it and accept it. So yeah, and then just not responding to his name, bursting out laughing for no reason, bursting out laughing like somebody gave him a real joke. He was just laughing. But the more I noticed as he went along, he definitely wasn't saying words, and he was doing a lot of humming, like and I just knew, even though I had no experience with autism before Caden, none. I'd heard of it, but I had never known anyone with it. It wasn't even part of my daily thoughts about autism until I had Caden. So he got diagnosed and everything like that, and then I just knew anyway from that point, because you start doing your homework, right? So I started reading up a bit, and I said, nah, he's definitely autistic. All the traits are there. Anyway, he was diagnosed at 2.5, and then from 2.5 he never said another word. He would just make sounds, but he never said another word. It's been very difficult because they can't express themselves. They can't tell you what they want. So that's when the frustration kicks in, because they're trying to express themselves to you and you don't understand what they want. So that's where they get frustrated and start getting, angry and having the meltdown, because they want to say something, they want to tell you something, and they just don't understand. They can't verbalize, they can't communicate.
Thank you.
So in 2022 I started looking at Makaton and things like that, and I just started, nothing great, not really no deep studies or anything like that, just basic things to just try and help him communicate. Even simple things like, do you want more? So we would sign more, or just pain, or outside, or play, or book. So just little things like that I was doing with him, and then more so went in more deeper into it as time went on, because I enjoy it and I noticed that it was helping him. So he would use signs as well, but I don't want to only use Makaton signs, I want him to talk, right? So that's why it's so important with Makaton, because it's not a language. Like British Sign Language is a language, right? It's a total language. Makaton sign is just assisting your child to communicate, but you need to verbalize what you're saying as well, and use other tools as well, like pictures and stuff like that. But you need to speak what you're signing at the same time, because we want our child to talk, right? So he's been doing that. I'm trying to teach him his to get a tone in his voice, because he will say some words, but sometimes I have to prompt him. Like if I say, just for example, I say, Caden, say mum, and he would go, mum, and I would say, no, I can't hear you, and he would say, mum. So it's a lot of prompting, and I think it's also just encouragement, and maybe they're just feeling a bit like confidence, like he knows he can say it, but it's the confidence. So we're trying to work on that, try and work on the tones. So we do a bit of practicing sometimes a week. So like, you know, them singing coaches, and they would be like, la 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 la. I can't sing, but anyway, you guys know what I mean. So we would do a lot of like, oh. We would do a lot of that to help with his tone. And his older brother is fantastic. He will do that a lot because he's very good with that sort of stuff. So it's coming. Slowly but surely it's coming, and he's showing signs that he can talk. I mean, he says he can put a short sentence, 3 words together. So it's coming. So never give up, guys. That's what I'm saying. Never give up. Just one step at a time, 1 word at a time, a day, or 2 words, you know, whatever you feel that your child can cope with. But also just use like picture cards, you know, other ways and means that you can communicate with your non-verbal child, right? And as a parent, you learn to, over a time, you learn to understand what they're trying to say. Not everything, because sometimes it's very difficult to understand everything they say, but you learn to kind of understand. You guys know what I mean, right? So that's what's happened. So it's not nice. Don't despair. You're not alone. There's lots of people out there with communication delay, language delay, who are in the same position as us. But as parents, you know, we're the first-hand resource, right? So we need to do what we can to help them. We can't just sit down and say, my child's not talking, my child's not, and you're not doing anything to help them. Yeah, you've got to do something to help them as much as possible. It doesn't have to be every day, but you need to put in some work, okay, if you want some results. Even if they don't talk fluently, but they can say a few words, you know, it's better than nothing, right? Anyway, guys, I'm on my morning walk. Let's get these steps in. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hope you're doing your walk today. Okay, anyway, bye. You can ask me anything in the comments. I'll answer as long as it's not too personal, okay? All right, bye.